Like to continue old story. Yes, no. Yes, check mark. Titan's bride are virgin. Titan's bride check mark. Dot. 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 Dot bubble dot dot gardens are not stupid, they are amazing. Shoyu stomping his small feet as he walks around the castle. That he arrived a couple hours in. As he looks around, he found it an area that's directly in the middle that looks like with flowers, roses, every type. You can think of as Shoyu eyes scanned the area until he saw a giant. But much bigger giant, very slim with silver hair. That has to be Lev. Shoyu was on a second floor as Shoyu sees Lev in the garden. As the white roses are around Lev as the skinny tall giant, and Shoyu can see the giant boy name. Lev has teary eyes as his eyes was puffy. Shoyu's small smile that he has soon dropped to a frown. As Shoyu quickly jump over the railing, landing on the ground without a sound. Thought bubble am sometimes always glad I played volleyball a ton. Shoyu quickly shook his head, getting rid of the thoughts. As he gets off the floor and walks towards the skinny giant as the giant was busy crying. As Shoyu sat right next to the giant and Shoyu slowly rubbed the giant back. Hey, are you Lev by chance? Shoyu said with a small smile as the skinny giant stopped his crying for a bit and looked at Shoyu. You're quite small like a doll. Thought bubble, excuse me bitch, angry. Mark angry mark small face, I swear when you fall asleep I'm going to cut off your damn legs. But yes am Lev, why you ask doll? Lev said as some tears came down his face. Thought bubble, smile face angry mark, if I was you, I would watch your back before I cut off your dick. Well, I heard that you lost a dear friend of yours. As soon as Shoyu said that, Lev couldn't hold it anymore and broke out in a cry as Shoyu can feel the pain and the cries from Lev. Because Shoyu could understand the reason why. It was a really great friend. Lev Sarah's tears came down as he stutters through his words. And Shoyu feels a little bit bad about bringing it up. Mind tell me about them, thought bubble. Goddamn Shoyu. You're going to make him cry more. Shoyu regrets saying it until he saw the smile on Lev's face. It seems to surprise Shoyu until it realized hit him no one's ever asked that about his friend. Have they, even though Shoyu hasn't even been here for a full day, he could tell that the brothers, aka the giants, cared about one another, but they really don't ask about each other anymore. Like going in their own way, Shoyu only thought that besides going back on the others' conversations he had with them, he could tell they cared about each other, but they don't talk to each other that much, especially the weird ones. That's the first time someone ever asked that, as Lev said, the bright smile bringing his arms that were very skinny, which concerned Shoyu about his health, and his assumption about the fact they don't see each other much was true as Lev wiped away his tears. It was a beautiful white tiger. I got it as a gift from my mother. Even though our parents don't see us a lot, I love having something. Even if it was just a tiny little worn down shirt. If it was something from my parents, I will keep it, but I got excited because it was something alive. I had it since I was 8, and total I had it for 10 years. I'm grown up with it. It was always fun to play with her because it was always the best. I was loving naming her my Rose because I planted these flowers for her. Shoyu could see the love and care in Lev's voice, but how hurt he is. She would always like walking in the garden with me. She was my only friend, my only person that talked to me. None of my brothers like me that much. I goof around too much and I can't focus. But I still love them with all my heart. I was always loving to see her little fur around the castle. It was reminding me that I had someone that loved me. Shoyu can see that Lev's voice was breaking as it spoke. But Shoyu just rubbed the giant's back, telling it can continue the story. That's when one day when I was trying to find her. She was gone. I looked everywhere. It's been days since I last seen her. I refuse to eat. Because when I do, I remind my little Rose trying to steal my food or trying to get my attention. Shui bit his lips as Shui holding back to say anything. To just tell him one of his brothers that he loves still took away his tiger. But Shui couldn't say, and as he lets Lev continued. I don't like being around this castle anymore. Because it reminds me of her so much it hurts me a bit to see my brothers. Don't care, they still care so much, but they don't even know. Or even seem to care that she's gone. I tried looking everywhere, but she nowhere to be seen. As Lev said that last word breaking out and fits of crying. As he was showing so much pain. Thought Bubble, come on Shui, tell him. That his precious tiger's in the forest that his brother Yaku ditched in there. Shui sighs as blood dipped from his lips. One of your brothers I met before coming here told me that. They couldn't stand your tigers for everywhere and they decided to ditch your tiger in the forest. As soon as Shui said that, Lev face dropped. Immediately got up running away. God damn it, Shui, stop trying to fix other people's damn problems. And find a way out of here. Natsu must be so worried and scared after mother's death. Shui sighs as he worries his little sisters all alone. She's only ain't Shui only had one thing on his mind is to get back to his sister no matter what. But what about his teammates sometimes? He doesn't rally care and sneaks away from them or pretends he doesn't know them, but he does love them. Dearly, they're like a new family to him. His father is never around, but still paid child support to his mother and the death and the car crash not long ago. They lived alone after having each other himself and his sister. He likes to put up an act that he knows what he's doing. Or that he's too old when Natsu asked to take a bath together because they would always do it. When they were little. He knows it's because she is missing mom and she wants time with him cause he's barely home, which pains him to see it. Little girl like that shouldn't be dealing with it. Shui just couldn't help but thought all this. He didn't want to meet any more of this giants, but what he can tell the two numbskulls that summon him are planning to make him their wife. Which was stupid. Why did they take him but not a different human? Shui just didn't want to be. Here he wants his sister. She must be all lonely. She doesn't like sleeping alone in the dark. Shui got off the ground, dusting off the clothes he was wearing. As he begins to walk away. Bot. Shui sat on the green grass that's outside of the castle. He realized that the castle was on a hill. He could walk away and run away. But how could he go back to his sister? He knew soon the giants will find him because they're getting their brothers to help them, but Shui didn't like this, not one bit. Of course he's planning on leaving this area, but he doesn't know what other monster are in this world. But he made up his mind he doesn't care anymore. Only cares about his sister, and if this place could do magic, there's probably another place that comes down magic. There's Shui got off the ground. As he begins to walk away from the castle, after a couple inches he stopped by a giant barrier that hits him in the face, causing him to fall down. What the fuck? Of course it probably did some spell that I can't be away for a certain distance. Stupid magic. Barriers seemed to be trouble. Shui hated it. Was like he was a cage animal. He knew it was a barrier to keep him close or not too far from the person. It proven to be right. It's as it moves, forcing him towards the castle more and sometimes going back where it was. Stupid god of this world, why? Shui begins to cry as he throws his fist in the air, as he kicked his feet on the soft green grass. As soon as Shui immediately stopped his child fit of rage and look up to see a new giant. Yes, he was skinny like the last one, but the looks were different. Excuse me, bitch, who do your tall ugly ass think you are? Shuyu said, pissed because he hates when people laugh at him and can't control his anger when it happens. Excuse me, you short shrimp, what the fuck with that carrot hair? I live in this castle, you peasant. Bitch, you are not no king, and if you're ugly blonde ass, do tell your idiot brothers to bring my ass back to my world. I hate all you giant ugly hoes. Question mark, that's rude to say. Shuyu heard a voice said behind him as he turned his head around to be met with dot, dot, dot.